Here we have the open board, I can say. Professor André Pinho, the organizer. Carla is also another organizer. And the head of the department, Professor João. I would like to thank Professor Vaini and Professor Murati for their participation of this meeting. And I would like also to thank the Department of the Production Engineering and Fundação Vanzolino for sponsoring this meeting. And I think the Professor João Amato has something to say for us.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Excuse me for my voice, I'm a little bit throat, as you see. First of all, I'd like to thank you for coming. Welcome to our first Brazilian SPC DOA meeting. I hope you have good jobs and enjoy your meeting during the next 3 days. Yes. And I'd like only to talk about our research fields in our department. We have basically 5 research areas in our production engineering department. The first is the EPEF, Economy of Production and Financial Engineering. I'm the lead of this research area. And in this area, we deal with some issues concerning to production economy, financial engineering, and ecological economics and sustainable production systems. We have a lot of students, undergraduate and graduate students, researching some specific research projects. More or less 30 graduate students are their master and PhD program. The second research area is GO, Logistics and Operations Management. In this area, we have basically 3 lines: planning, programming, and control of production and stocks, logistics and supply chain. It's a very important area in production engineering in every world, and productivity in logistics and operation systems. The leader of this area is Professor Hugo Yoshizaki. Hugo isn't here. The third area is GTI, Information Technology Management. It's a very important area also. Professor Fernando Laurindo Barbin is the leader of this area. In this area, they research strategy and planning of information technology, implementation of information technology systems, and also something relating to system of support to decision making. And also, sorry, we have the quality and product engineering, the KEP. In this area, researchers deal with quality engineering research, project and product, and quality systems. Maybe in this area, Professor Marli Monteiro is the leader of this group. And also, we have TTO, Labor, Technology, and Organization. Professor Afonso Fleury, maybe is the senior. And they deal with servitization aspects in the economy, globalization strategies in organizations, and the third research line is ergonomics of complex systems. We have also some laboratories and research groups involving all of these 5 research areas, as I mentioned before. We have Redcopy. I coordinate this research group, cooperative networks and knowledge management. We have a recent research group researching designing aspects, and a recent group also concerning the energy sector modeling. In this area, maybe design Professor Fleury and Professor Fausto, Professor Uyara. And this, the last line, the main research is Professor Eric Rego. Started this research area last year. Maybe we have also some laboratories. The laboratory concerning analysis, development, and operation systems. This laboratory is mainly conducted by Professor Fleury also. Linda, do you know the first one? I'm not sure. Professor Fleury. The second, Innovation Management, LGI, Innovation Management System, Professor Mário Salerno. The laboratory conducted by Professor Hugo, Innovation in Logistics Systems. And the laboratory of Information Technology, Knowledge Management, Competitive Intelligence. This is a laboratory also concerned to the professor related to the IT area, Professor Fernando Laurindo, Professor Mauro Espíndola, and Marcelo Pessoa. And the last one is Laboratory of Project Management. Also Professor Marli Monteiro, maybe, is dealing with this issue. Okay? Okay, there are a lot of other aspects concerning our department, and I'm sure Professor Linda Lihu will talk about these aspects during the next days, during today and the next days. And I'd like to tell you that I'm very pleasure to see you in this meeting, and I'm sure that Professor Linda will lead this meeting very well, and I hope you enjoy your day, enjoy the job, and I'd like to thanks especially Professor Vining and Professor Murat to be with us and you to conduct our meeting. Have a nice day. Good job. Thank you very much for coming. Bye-bye.
Okay, okay. Well, this meeting is a result of a discussion and a panel section held in July 2014 during the Brazilian Probabilistic and Statistical Symposium. Some guys are like Carla, André, Afrânio was there, Julio was not there. Okay. Daniele was also. So the panel discussed the gaps between the results of academic research and their application in the industry. From the participants' testimonials, we concluded that this problem is not exclusively from Brazil. So after many discussions, one of the suggestions was to propose a meeting concentrating in SPC and DOE, gathering academic researchers and practitioners in industries. So here we are, and this is our challenge to make more application of academic results in real cases. I hope that in the end of this event, we have contributed to close the gaps between the academic research and applied world. So I declare the first Brazilian SPC DOE meeting, okay? And before our open section, I would like, it would be interesting if each participant introduce himself, saying the name and the name of the institution, the area of the interest. It's okay? So may I start with you? I want to, I had also Carla and Andres organized. Do you want to say something some words?
Good morning to everyone. Welcome to the meeting. I just would like to acknowledge the amount of time and effort Linda has put to make this event happening. Without her, we wouldn't be here today. So I think it's fair to recognize publicly the time and effort that she has put into that. Thank you very much, Linda.
It's my pleasure. I think we may start here for the presentation of the participants. Go around, okay?
So I'm Carla Vivacqua. I work at the Federal University of Rio Grande do Norte in Natal. And my main interest is in DOE, design of experiments with restrictions in randomization, and also starting to work in SPC and try to join the two, like SPC and DOE. So our main applications, we are working applications with climate now, try to use design of experiments in climate modeling, and also have some trying to get the contact with in the real world, try to contact some industry near the place that we work to share some ideas of design of experiments and help them to apply those issues. So there we have some problems because we have just small industries. So we have to go there and try to gather them and make them apply and see how the importance of those tools, how they can improve their work. So it's also one of my interests, and try to get them involved and try to apply what we develop in academia in the industry, in their day-to-day applications.
Well, my name is André. I'm pretty much will say what Carl has just told you, because we have been working together for so long, since we were almost teenagers. We also happen to be husband and wife, so I'm not going to repeat what she said, but we have developed recently a collaboration with Professor Linda, so that's why we get to know more about SPC, because what we knew is just what we have learned in our graduate and undergraduate courses. So besides DOE, we are now entering this new venue for SPC. And we will have the chance to show you some of the works we have been developing. Okay.
Thank you. My name is Murat Kulaci. I'm here, so it's easier to show it. I have two affiliations. The main one is from the Technical University of Denmark, a little north of Copenhagen. It's the technical university, the only technical university in Denmark. And I also have an affiliation in Sweden, Luleå University of Technology, where I just work part-time there. My main research interest is in industrial statistics, primarily. And more particularly, it will be, I will call this, I'll give examples in my talk as well tomorrow, but the experimental design, of course, will be one, and the statistical process control with another one. Lately, more multivariate, multidimensional data, the data mining issues, and of course, time series analysis as well. So it's kind of wide range of interests and wide range of applications. I hope I'll be able to cover those. I have projects in almost all of these, and I'll try to cover them in my talk tomorrow, and hopefully it will give you a better idea what I do and what I'm interested in. And just needless to say, I will mention this again. Thank you very much for the invitation. It was really nice, and it's really nice to see some old friends. I know Carl and Andre from graduate school in Wisconsin, back in Wisconsin. So it is really nice to see them again, but also nice to kind of hopefully build some bridges between Denmark and US as well, but from my perspective, in Denmark, Sweden, and Brazil. So we'll see what we can do. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Vining. I'm a professor of statistics at Virginia Tech. I live in the mountains of Virginia, okay? Nowhere near Washington, D.C. I like it that way, okay? My area is I plan experiments to improve quality, productivity, and reliability. And you'll get to see a little bit of that in a few minutes. My wife is from Peru, and I've had a very strong interest in trying to develop industrial statistics in Latin America, but especially South America. So fostering better cooperations within countries to get a better appreciation of industrial statistics has been important to me. Nurturing more international, but within Latin America cooperation has been a real interest of mine. So I really do thank Linda, Carla, and Andre for taking the lead to organize this conference. I hope this is a first step for something that could become much larger.
Hi, my name is Marcos. I'm a professor at Statistics Department at Federal University of Rio Grande do Norte with André and Carla. And my main interests are like design of experiments, GLM, generalized linear models, data mining, and their applications to genomics. I'm a huge fan of biology, so I like to use statistics to learn things about like life forms and organisms. Tomorrow I have a talk here, and my presentation will be some application of data mining in longitudinal data to detect with to separate a group of cows and bulls according to their susceptibility to infections. So it's an application of a data mining problem, and I will show you tomorrow one of my researches, one of my projects that I have today with Embrapa. This is the Brazilian research. I don't know how to translate to English, but they research like agriculture and well, my application is with dairy cattle, so it's about produce more milk. I can summarize this way. So it's an honor to be here, and I have to thank Linda for the organization, and I hope I make some contacts here, and I hope you like my research, so we can make some cooperations in the future. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daniela. I work at Federal University of São João del Rei. I am professor of statistics there, and I'm interested about SPC. I work the student, the production engineer there in this area, and I work in my doctorate with Julio with mixed models with expression microarray. Okay.
Good morning. I'm a PhD student in Institute of Mathematics and Statistics. I'm working with a new distribution with Professor Leno. I did my master and my graduation at UFRN, so Carla and André were my professor, and I just started last year, so I'm here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Pablo. I work on financial sector, and also I'm studying here my post-graduation, and Linda is my advisor. So we are studying some SPC problems, and we are defining our scope. So I hope to get some input here for my project.
Morning. My name is Aderbal Caminada Neto. I'm a professor with the Mechanical Engineering Department here at Escola Polytechnic. I also consult with private companies, and I've always been very interested in both SPC and DOE. Thank you.
Thank you. Morning. My name is Paulo Ferres. I have a degree Business Administration. So I look kind of weird, but I work with production management. 10 years ago, I have had, and I made a specialization in Fundação Vanzolini, and recently I was at WVU, West Virginia University, with near the Petersburg. 1 week, global trends, and studying with the group and the engineers on from Poli, Escola Politécnica. And it's my pleasure participate to the meeting. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Linda, for the invitation. I am Evelyn. I'm a mining engineering. I graduate at Polytechnical School. For now, I'm studying statistics at AME. So I work at Saint-Gobain Group in the Department Technical of Weber Saint-Gobain. I applied DOE and SPC at process control and quality control for the process optimization. So I would like to share some ideas and technology, and it's a pleasure to stay here for now. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sofia. I work with Evelyn at Weber Saint-Gobain. I'm a chemical engineer, and as we work in the quality control department, I think it's a pleasure to be here. And my main interest is to see how we can do these industrial statistics, because we all know that time is money, and sometimes if you research too much in the industry, it's not viable to really do what you're researching. So I believe it's really nice that we have this meeting to discuss this gap between the industry and the academic world. Thank you.
Good morning. I can't speak very well English, but my name is Tsubasa. I'm from Japan, and I'm studying here in politics school. My advisor is Linda. I'd like to get some knowledge or about SPC. That's all.
Good morning. My name is Afrânio. I'm from Federal University of São Carlos, in the countryside of São Paulo State. I had my graduations in statistics and PhD in statistics, but I had a previous experience before the come back to academia. I had experience as a consultant in quality programs and Six Sigma programs, and SPC was a real interest for me for a long time. Now, since then, I have focusing on modeling, Bayesian modeling, and extension of generalized linear models. So I will show some things about it, and it's a pleasure to be here because I see the questions about quality and the connection of the Brazilian industry and the university. It has to be accelerated. I think something missed through the years, and I think it's a good start. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Júlio Bueno. I was former student in here 30 years ago, and then I quit to do agronomy, and then I continued doing genetics and plant breeding, and later I became a professor in statistics. And since then, I'm doing applied statistics motivated by agronomic studies. And especially genetic studies like Daniela mentioned. And then some of the questions I brought from the design issues I will try to show you are some kind that we are trying to develop some interaction with industries, especially plant breeding industries. And we feel that we are failing somewhere because we are too academic and maybe they are too pragmatic, etc. We are trying to do, yeah. This kind of stuff we will discuss today.
My name is Guilherme. I would like to thank you, Linda, for the organization, and I think it's important to open the door between industries and academics. I've been working for Monsanto for 7 years. I'm a statistician. I'm doing my PhD in genetic and plant breeding, 2013, and I'm here for hear from you what can you use it and how can you use it inside the industry. My focus in the optimization and SPC with non-normal distributions as well. Okay.
Thank you. Well, my name, I think everybody knows. My areas of research are related to propose new control charts for SPC. And the main contribution, I think, is to propose new control charts, but that are easier than the usual ones. So my focus is about that one. And recently, I started to work with Carly and André, and I have some results about DOE also. And we are starting to work together. Okay? Now I invited everyone to make a break. You have a coffee. The room is this one, the side. I think it's 228. 228. And after that, we will have the talk of the Professor Vine. Okay? So let's stop some few minutes and to have a coffee break in the other room. Okay?